Tonight, some people fight to protect the innocent, while others simply want the world to notice them.
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
I want you to hurt them.
It's movie night at the Silver Age Cinema, where Joker gives Gotham a new clown, and You Were Never Really Here features an angry man with a hammer. But first... Joker is a psychological thriller directed by Todd Phillips. Arthur Fleck is a party clown and aspiring stand-up comedian who lives with his mother Penny in a rundown Gotham City apartment. He suffers from a neurological condition that causes uncontrollable laughing fits.
Can you please stop bothering my kid?
I wasn't bothering him.
Just stop! What, you think that's funny?
Sorry, I haven't. I'm sorry.
He depends on the city's social services program for therapy and medication. Joaquin Phoenix gives an Oscar-winning performance in a movie that gives off strong Taxi Driver vibes, which I reviewed right up here. While working, Arthur is brutally beaten by a group of street punks. Worried about his safety, a coworker gives him a gun for protection. He begins pursuing a relationship with his neighbor Sophie and invites her to his stand-up comedy act. Zazie Beetz brings a warmth to the role that makes Arthur's attraction to her believable. Everything begins falling apart when Arthur accidentally drops his gun during a children's hospital performance and loses his job.
Wait, please. I love this job.
What kind of clown carries a fucking gun? You're fired.
On the subway ride home, 3 Wall Street businessmen harass and assault him.
Got a kicker, huh? Hey, hold him steady, hold him steady.
The killings quickly ignite citywide protests, with clown masks becoming a symbol of Gotham's growing frustration. Soon after, budget cuts eliminate Arthur's therapy sessions and medication, leaving him completely alone.
For my whole life, I didn't know if I even really existed. But I do. And people are starting to notice.
Gotham feels like a character itself, while the haunting score and cinematography create a bleak, depressing atmosphere. The slow burn pacing allows Arthur's descent to unfold naturally. As Arthur searches for answers about his past, he becomes convinced Thomas Wayne is his father.
What the hell?
People always ask why Batman has it out for the Joker. Forget all the murders. The real crime was sticking his fingers in young Bruce Wayne's mouth. I'd become Batman too. Anyway, back to the review. His investigation eventually leads him to Arkham State Hospital, where he uncovers the devastating truth about his childhood. Frances Conroy gives a heartbreaking performance as Penny Fleck, especially when Arthur confronts her over her lies she's been hiding from him. Arthur's transformation into Joker feels tragic, yet completely liberating. Todd Phillips directs the movie as a grounded psychological character study rather than a traditional comic book movie. Arthur is invited to appear on the Murray Franklin show, but before heading to the studio, he settles some unfinished business with his former co-workers. Robert De Niro is outstanding as Murray Franklin, the talk show host whose jokes about Arthur push him to a breaking point.
And finally, in a world where everyone thinks they could do my job, check out this Joker.
When I was a little boy and told people I was going to be a comedian, everyone laughed at me. Well, no one's laughing now.
You can say that again, pal.
Arthur finally arrives at the Murray Franklin show, ready to make a name for himself. Can Arthur put on a happy face, or has Gotham created the Joker? Todd Phillips directs Joker from a screenplay he co-wrote. Before this, he was best known for comedies like Old School and the Hangover trilogy. He said he made Joker because he's fascinated by villains and wanted to explore what would make somebody like the Joker. Joaquin Phoenix based Arthur's laugh on real cases of pathological laughter, and his unforgettable performance earned him nearly every major Best Actor award, from the Academy Award to the Golden Globe. It left Jared Leto jealous when Warner Brothers chose a new Joker over his version. While Joker became a massive success, its sequel, Joker Folie à Deux, flopped at the box office. Joaquin Phoenix drew inspiration from several classic performers for his portrayal of the Joker. He cited the physicality of Buster Keaton, the dancing style of Ray Bolger, aka the Scarecrow, and Tim Curry's charisma from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Speaking of influences, Robert De Niro acknowledged that his role was a nod to the King of Comedy. One last creepy Easter egg. Pogo's Comedy Club is named after Pogo the Clown, the stage name of serial killer John Wayne Gacy. My enjoyment rating for this comic book thriller is an A-.
All I have are negative thoughts.
Hear my name, Carnival.
You Were Never Really Here is a psychological thriller directed by Lynne Ramsay. Joe makes a living rescuing trafficked girls, but he's also a traumatized veteran who's haunted by years of abuse. Joaquin Phoenix disappears into the role, making Joe feel intimidating one minute and completely broken the next.
Please leave a message.
It's done.
When he's not working, he's taking care of his elderly mother, played by Juliette Roberts. Their scenes together are quiet, but they reveal a side of Joe that nobody else gets to see.
You make my life complete. Amy, you're very sweet.
The nightmare flashbacks put you into Joe's fractured state of mind. Lynne Ramsay's visuals and the haunting score work together to create a constant sense of unease. When Joe's handler McCleary brings him a new assignment from New York Senator Albert Voto. Voto's teenage daughter Nina has been kidnapped and forced into a Manhattan brothel.
McCleary said you were brutal. I can be.
Joe quietly studies the brothel, learning its routines before making his move. Joe eventually rescues Nina using his weapon of choice, a hammer. The blunt force makes the violence feel raw, without turning it into an action film. Ekaterina Samsonova is terrific as Nina, making her mark with very little dialogue. Joe gets Nina to safety and waits for Voto to arrive. Instead, the news reports that the senator had died. Police officers suddenly storm the hotel and take Nina. Joe barely escapes after fighting off an officer set to kill him. As Joe tries to piece everything together, he learns that McCleary and everyone else connected to the rescue have all been killed. When Joe returns home, the violence finally hits close to home, and there's 2 agents waiting for him.
What the hell?
After killing his mother's killer, I was not expecting the scene to end this way. It was actually improvised by Joaquin Phoenix. And the director decided to keep it. Anyway, back to the review. It's then when he realizes this rescue is tied to a conspiracy involving powerful political figures. With nothing left to lose, Joe sets out on one final search for Nina. Can Joe save Nina, or is he already too broken to save anyone, including himself? Lynne Ramsay directs You Were Never Really Here. She's also known for the very disturbing We Need to Talk About Kevin. To help Joaquin Phoenix get into Joe's head, Ramsay gave him an audio recording of fireworks mixed with gunshots to show him what's going on in Joe's mind. Here's director Lynne Ramsay on working with Joaquin.
Joaquin, he's a really compelling person. I mean, he's super smart. He's, there were some things even in the script where, that seemed, during the novella where, seemed pretty cool or whatever. And like, he's got a great thing for feeling that something feels a bit inauthentic, So there was things the character had, like latex gloves and, the gadgets and the blah, blah, blah. And I think he just was like, these props are, let's not use any props. He was there transforming himself physically in front of my eyes and becoming this beast that he just felt like a member of the crew. But, he is, he's a really astonishing person in so many ways, like just in terms of how sharp he is,
Just like our first feature, Joker, this movie also draws comparisons to another classic film. Like Taxi Driver, it follows a troubled veteran trying to rescue a young girl in New York City. My enjoyment rating for this psychological thriller is a B+.
What are you fucking around with?
Joe?
That's it. Time to say goodbye.
Can you introduce me as Joker?
Well, I wasn't going to call you Pennywise. Thank you for joining me and the Joker. Please consider subscribing. And speaking of dancing clowns, here's the It double feature, just in case you missed it. See you next time at the Silver 8 Cinema, where one movie is never enough.